Hello and welcome back to another Bad Movie Reviews review hosted by your favourite film-loving man from down under, Ben, and I'm reviewing a film that is due to come out, I think, this Thursday, and it is none other than McCay. Now, I'll be honest, I didn't know much about this. I've seen the trailer a few times in theatres. I know it is James L. Brooks's return to directing and writing films. Now, more than likely, you may not be familiar, but James L. Brooks is actually the co-founder of The Simpsons, someone who's written, I think, 900 episodes, is penned to write the new Simpsons movie, but it's a writer and director of some phenomenal films. He wrote and directed Terms of Endearment, he wrote and directed As Good as It Gets, and this is his return from, I think, 15 years, to be honest, or around that time, to return to the director's chair. And the film, to give you a little bit of information about the plot, it's about a young woman who's basically venturing into the world of a governor, politician type role, and it's very much a 2000s, like early 90s, character driven drama esque type vibe. And it's no surprise, obviously, when you have that writer and director attached, that he's going back to those sort of times. Because to be honest, we don't get films like this, and whether that's a good or bad thing, I really enjoy character driven dramas. But if I'm being honest, and we'll get straight into the review, this is probably the weirdest film I've seen in 2025. And I'm not talking weird film in the sense that it's really hard to watch and it's, really gross or this or that. It's one of the most tonally unbalanced film I've seen in a while. And I'll get into the cast. You've got Emma McCay, which most people know, she was in Barbie, but also Netflix show Sex Education. You've got Woody Harrelson, who plays Eddie McCay, Kumail Nanjiani. You've got also Jack Lowden. You've got Aya Edebiri, Rebecca Hall. You've got Jamie Lee Curtis. You've got a really stacked cast here. Obviously, James L. Brooks, it's someone who's made some phenomenal films in the past. Obviously, that name definitely has some attachment to it that you'd get a lot of people wanting to be in this, in a sense. I don't know really what happened here, to be honest. I don't know whether it was the script or the editing or the performances. I don't necessarily think the performances are bad, but I'm not kidding when I say every single person in this film feels like they're in a different movie. They're so baffling. Some of the dialogue is extremely incoherent and not really well, that just doesn't work at all, to be honest. None of these characters feel, and as I said, I really don't know whether it comes down to the script or the performances or the direction, because the dialogue itself, but none of these characters feel human. Some of the dialogue or some of the way they're performing, it just doesn't work. Every character almost speaks as if they're just reading off the page, and it feels like they've edited the film really oddly as well. It feels like they've just basically went, do this, read the page, and we'll just fix it up. Like, it genuinely felt like the film's written by someone who's never had any human interaction in their life, and that's coming from someone who's written some fantastic movies, and obviously one of the best sitcoms of all time, or animated shows of all time, one of the best TV shows of all time. It's really baffling filmmaking at times, the editing style, the direction, it's I don't think I laughed once, and I don't like bagging on films. I'm just really confused as to who this is made for. There wasn't much laughter in the theatre, even though there were definitely attempts to make you laugh. It was more kind of your unconventional laugh because you're like, what's kind of going on? It's got so many dramatic beats during the film that kind of actually end up being funny, just due to the fact that it's so obscure and odd. And I really just, as I said, just have no idea who this is made for. Like, I genuinely don't think I could recommend it to anyone. You go on this journey for 2 hours, and not once did I feel like I cared about the characters at all, or cared about the journey they're on, which is exactly what you want a character driven drama to have that effect on you. I really, it's possibly the year's weirdest film in any sense, because on paper this film should be great. You've got a great cast. You've got a fantastic writer, director attached doing it. I don't know whether it was the script or there's just more at play here, whether it just got lost on the cutting room floor, the editing, the performances, the direction, whether he's telling them to act this way. Because every person just felt like they were in a completely different film. You've got comedic performances. Jamie Lee Curtis is really, really, she's a fantastic actress, but she's really over the top in the film. And then you've got Emma McCay, forgive me if I've pronounced it wrong, giving like a very nuanced, like serious performance with like little oddball moments, but it just didn't really connect. But overall, like, to be honest, I'm just baffled. I really don't know what I witnessed. I can't really recommend it because I don't know anyone that enjoy it. But overall, if you have seen it, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Comment below, let me know. I'd love to hear them. If you do like the review, give us a like, subscribe for more, and we'll catch you next time.